Family, it's Monday, so you know we got a great show for you today. Today in the virtual building, we have Dr. Tiffani Michel, and she's all about helping athletes stay healthy and improve their performance. We got a great show. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, successors? Welcome to another episode of Speak Your Success in the Morning. Today is July 14th, 2025, and it's a great day to be alive. It's Monday. So you know what that means. It's time for that Monday momentum. So let's go ahead and roll into today's episode. And y'all know before we get this thing kicked off, get this thing grooving and get this thing moving, y'all know we can't move this train forward without my co-host. Come on out, producer Britt. Talk to the people. How you feeling this morning?
What's up? What's up? Happy Monday. Yeah, happy
Happy
Monday. I
Monday.
really do
Yeah,
know
happy
what day.
Monday.
Mm.
Yeah, you got the tie-dye on, looking like camouflage, look like you ready for war.
Dang. I
What up? What
really
up?
can't stand when I do that. I go to my t-shirt drawer and I pick a t-shirt and I just come.
I mean, what's wrong with it though?
I just
You blend
blend
blending with the bag.
in
You
every
got that whole
time.
monochromatic theme going, you know.
No, it's too much. I'm looking like
That's
I'm on a
not what's
green
up.
screen. All right. Well, thank you. How
Talking
you
head.
doing? How you doing? What how was your weekend, man?
It was cool. It was cool. Last
Okay.
night, I tapped back into Ironheart. I tapped back in. I was like,
Okay. Didn't let the
all right,
reviews discourage you. I like it. So
TikTok
what
ain't
was
gonna cook me.
so what was
TikTok.
going
Okay,
on
so
now?
so the last time when I got I started the first episode, I seen the people that saying you got to get to episode 3. You got to get to episode 3. It gets better at
Sometimes it's
episode
like
3.
that too. Sometimes it's like that. Yeah.
Bread. It
Okay.
actually got a little bit better. It got a little bit better. I was like,
Mm.
okay. Wasn't trying to go in there with wasn't trying to go in there feeling no type of way.
Yeah.
I just watch it, just lay back, and hey, it was all right.
Really? So
It
you
was
gonna
all
finish
right.
it? Is it week by week or is it all the episodes already out?
All the episodes already out. Yeah, all the episodes. And then actually after I got off work yesterday, we're working at the church house doing our thing.
Woo. Yeah.
I went in. So on the side of our house, my
Mm-hmm.
dad planted a garden. He started a garden, right? So I'm in the garden.
Oh, love
I'm
that.
Farmer Jones. I'm pulling up weeds. Britt got tomatoes in
Right,
there.
right.
Had a bell pepper in there. I'm pulling it up and brought
Look
it
at
inside.
y'all
I'm like
living off the grid. Okay.
living off the land out here. Okay, understand me? You can't tell me nothing.
That
You can't tell
is
me nothing.
funny. Okay.
Pesticide free, non-GMO. You
I
know what I'm
like
saying?
it.
So
I like it.
yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
came
yeah, yeah.
home after, well, we had the men's conference on Saturday. That was a whole situation
Mhm.
within itself. And then I passed out on Saturday. I mean,
I believe it.
yeah, passed out for sure. And then Sunday had work at the church house. And then came home, made some bomb spaghetti. 'Cause, I was telling you
Mm.
offline, I didn't use the jar anymore. I've improved. So I feel like I'm Italian, a little bit of
Mm.
Italian in me because, I make it with the tomatoes and
Healthy living.
smash the
Yeah.
tomatoes and,
Yep.
gourmet.
Smash the tomato.
Gourmet over here
Oh,
for sure.
I've never
Gourmet.
I've never done that from scratch. How hard is it? Like how
Really?
long does it take? How long does it take to make spaghetti
You're
sauce?
just making your own sauce. Okay,
So
so
you just
so you got your onion, your garlic. If
okay.
you put bell
Okay.
pepper, you put a green bell pepper in there, dice that up. So you get your pan hot. Boom. This gonna be real quick, y'all. Get your pan hot. Boom. Put a little oil in that thing. Throw them onions, all your ingredients in there. And then I was using ground beef and I had some turkey meat. So I just did ground beef and turkey. Normally I do ground beef and pork, but
Mm.
I guess I'm trying to be a little healthier with the
Double
spaghetti.
protein.
Double protein.
Hmm.
So did that, boom, throw that in there. Once that gets all sauteed nice, all your meat gets brown, then you go ahead and make your little hole in the pan, okay?
No.
And then I
Oh
do
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
dang, I
yeah.
should I should
Okay,
have saved
okay.
my tomato can. So I do the whole peeled tomatoes. But Jonathan, tell me,
Mm.
last week I did the whole canned tomatoes, and that's what you use. And then so
Mm-hmm.
what I did was I bought an off brand that I don't normally buy. horrible decision. And so I threw
Uh-oh.
that spaghetti in the trash. And so I went back to Tom Thumb and I got the one that I normally get, which is
Of
I think
course,
it's the
got to.
Centro. I think it's the Centro one. It's a yellow can with the red on it with the tomatoes, and that one's a product of Italy. And I was like, oh well, the tomatoes can't taste different. They definitely do. So I was making a big
Really?
pot.
Mm,
Yeah, I was making a big pot. So I wanted that to last. So I got 2 cans of that, put that in there, let that saute, smush that up,
mm.
boom, 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 and then add all your seasonings, your salt, your pepper, your garlic pepper, and then tomatoes, if you don't know, really like salt. So it's not like you can't over salt, but they need salt to get that flavor out. Y'all be on the
Mm.
cooking channel for sure. And
Clearly,
so
clearly.
and then you cook your sauce, and I would say, I guess it takes about 35 minutes to make the sauce, and then you want to like let it simmer on about 2 or 3 so all those flavors come
Okay.
together. And then you cook your pasta al dente, and then serve that thing. I put a little cheese in the sauce, little Parmesan cheese in the sauce, and then
Fresh? You
for,
grading
oh,
you grading it fresh?
fresh.
Tell
And
me when to
then
stop. Tell me when to stop.
tell me when exactly.
Hey,
And
tell me.
then from there, serve that thing up and eat it. And then garlic bread. Only thing I didn't make from scratch was a garlic
Mm,
bread because it was already some in the freezer. So yeah, I had a
okay.
great, great, great dinner. It took me out. I went to sleep at
I'm
like
here for it.
7 o'clock. So yeah.
Dang.
Mhm.
7 o'clock. Oh my
Well,
good.
I
Well,
woke back up. And I started this new show, Smoke. Jesse.
I've been seeing the previews
Ooh,
for
it's
it.
so
I've been
good,
seeing.
Jonathan.
Is it good? What episode
It's
you on?
good. 3. Because I was gonna stop at 2 last night because I was
Who was
like,
in it?
yeah. I was gonna stop at 2, and then I was like, and then the ending, the ending always gets you, and so I was like, dang, I gotta watch another one.
Just sit there and just roll through. Just don't stop it. Just let it do it for you. You don't got to make
Cause
the decision. The
baby,
TV
with the
already they already made the decision for you. It's
I
rolling.
got the
Rolling into
day
the next episode.
off. I'm about to be rolling. Okay. It's about to be a movie theater up in this mug today. So yeah,
Hilarious.
so that was my Sunday. Super excited.
That's what's
But
up.
also excited for our guest today, Dr.
Oh
Tiffany,
yeah,
to be on the show. So
for
yeah,
sure,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah. But before we do all that good fun stuff, we got straight from the source. So let's
We
get
got
into it.
straight from the source.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. Let's get into it. To it this morning. So it's often said that imitation is the greatest form of flattery, right? We've heard that said, and usually, I mean, it might come in a negative context, like oh, they trying to copy me, oh, they trying to jock my style, oh, they trying to do what I do, but they're not me, and they can't do it like me. However, in our text today, this is an opportunity to where it has more so of a positive spin or a positive context in the text, where we're in Ephesians chapter 5, and I'm just going to start with verse 1. And the text says, therefore be imitators of God, right? Not be imitators of your friend, not be imitators of your homeboy, your sister, your mama, your cousin. Therefore be imitators of God as beloved children and walk in love. Just as Christ also loved, just as Christ also loved you and gave himself up for us, an offering and a sacrifice to God as a fragrant aroma. But sexual immorality or any impurity or greed must not even be mentioned among you, as is proper among saints. And there must be no filthiness or foolish talk or vulgar joking, which are not fitting, but rather giving of thanks. Ephesians 5, 1 through 4. So the purpose of being an imitator of God is because as you go through this process, the Christian life is ultimately designed to produce godliness, right? And producing godliness is just going to produce those fruit, right? The fruit of love, the fruit of compassion, the fruit of grace, and understanding and doing these things. Then it's going to position us to, as we're imitators, but then we're also going to be influencers, right? Because typically, when we look at or hear the term influencers, we think of social media, right? Because this is the influencer generation, and we go online and we see people, and they can tell us to buy something, and then we're going to buy that, or they're going to tell us to do something, and then we're going to do that. But what is the eternal value there? So, talking here in the text, as we're talking about being imitators of God, But let's go a little bit further where it says, just as Christ also loved you and gave himself up. So imagine somebody who was willing to give their life for you. Man, like just the power, like the power of that, and just the space and the place to where somebody is willing to give up their life for you because they love you that much. So y'all, when we think about this text here, I just want you to remember a few things. The first part is be an imitator of God, right? Be an imitator of God. Walk in light, walk in love, walk in leadership in that way, right? Being on the up and up. But then the other part I want you to remember is that God died for you, right? He sent his son to die for you so that you could have the freedom and the ability to operate here in this space. But y'all, then the last part is, man, when I was in college, I actually my lease was up on my apartment, couldn't find a place to stay. I'm like, where can I go? What can I do? And then I ended up having a close friend of mine. She said, John, well, we have a duplex here. You can stay on the couch. You can just stay on the couch. And I was staying with three women, and they were in and out doing their thing. I just stayed on the couch, right? You're like, John, why are you telling us this? What's the point of this? Well, here's the part. Here's the part. Well, I started being in that space so often, and I was around some of those individuals, and I started to realize that there was just a lot of gossip happening. Just gossip. As it talks about in the text, the filthiness or foolish talk. And I began to realize that the more that I was around them, the more I was around this individual person, the more I realized I began to also gossip. The more I began to surround myself with this person, then I began to put words on other people and talk down to other people. And it wasn't optimistic and it wasn't a positive outlook that I was providing for anyone, especially for me to call myself a child of the Most High God. Right. So I realized I had to get out of that. I had to get out of that environment because the environment was affecting my decisions and also my actions. Family, what am I saying here today? We also, lastly, want to be very responsible and very aware of what we're saying about other people, right? Just as it says in the text, no filthiness or foolish talk or vulgar joking, which are not fitting, but rather give thanks. It's easier to complain, it's easier to moan, to groan, but it takes us a little bit more work to go to a spot in a place to where we give thanks. We take a posture to where we give thanks. We practice and operate within gratitude. So, family, today, I'm going to remind you, be an imitator of God. Walk in love and remember that you are loved. And what can that look like? Throughout your day to day, just show gratitude, show gratefulness, maybe for the people that are around you, maybe for people that have done things for you. But watch your mouth, right? We don't want to talk filthy. We don't want to talk foolish. And we don't want to just joke sideways. So, family, that has been straight from the source. Today, we came from Ephesians chapter 5, verse 1, and went all the way down to verse 4. We're about to take a quick commercial break here on Speaker Success in the Morning. And when we come back, we're going to get ready to bring out our guest, Dr. Tiffani Michel, in just one moment. Do you want to feel confident in your skin every day? Introducing Skin Rituals, a luxury home-based skin studio that specializes in hyperpigmentation, acne, and personalized treatments for every skin type. Owned by solo esthetician and registered nurse Courtney Durham, Skin Rituals is all about curating facial treatments designed just for you. Hydrate, brighten, nourish, and soothe your skin with expert care and cutting-edge techniques that promote natural healing. Whether you're looking for a relaxing facial or a transformative chemical peel, Skin Rituals offers results-driven treatment tailored to your needs. With over 7 years of experience, Courtney's goal is to help you safely achieve the healthy skin that you deserve. At Skin Rituals, we believe that taking care of your skin is an investment in your confidence. Book your appointment today and leave every session feeling grateful for the choice that you made to take care of yourself. Skin Rituals, because your skin deserves the very best. What's going on, family? Welcome back to Speak Your Success in the Morning. Y'all know we're your favorite morning show, your number one morning show here. Y'all, we're currently 14 minutes after the hour, and we're live every Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Central Standard to 7 a.m. Central Standard. Producer Britt, we here. You know what I'm talking about?
We're live,
We're
literally.
live.
Yeah.
We're live. We're lit. We're local. And
Yeah.
we're here, man.
And we're
Okay.
here. Hmm.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. So y'all know here we're it's Monday momentum, right? Maybe you're new here, whatever it might be. It's Monday momentum, and we always like to come kick your week off with a little bit of fire, right? With an inspirational story, somebody who's gonna just be able to share some insight and really help us get started off on the right foot, not the left,
Mm-hmm.
but the right foot. Understand me. So without further ado, Britt, you so funny. So without further ado, y'all. This morning, for our guests, we're going to bring out Dr. Tiffani Michel. She's a licensed doctor of physical therapy, performance coach, and a creative-based entrepreneur out in the ATL. You know what I'm talking about? She's the founder. Yeah, ATL, shout it. She's the founder of the Athlete Experience, a company that helps athletes of all levels recover from injury, manage chronic pain, and return to peak performance through holistic and personalized care. Without further ado, Dr. Tiffani.
Good morning. How y'all
Good
doing?
morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling good. How about y'all?
Good, good. I
Good.
mean, I guess it's a regular thing. It never gets old, but I am tired.
Yeah, we
Johnny.
rocking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
How's
so
Atlanta?
Dr.
How's
Tiff.
the weather
Oh,
there? What's going on there
Oh,
right now?
so hot.
Okay. I mean, we're in Texas. I mean, are we hot, same temperature, or?
I don't know. It's been about 85, 90 here.
Okay, high
yeah.
90s, high 90s. Well, I guess
Either
low
way, I'm not
90s,
with
high
it.
80s. Either way, I'm not with it. That's funny.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say because I know in Atlanta like the weather is different. Because I remember I used to hop on the bus and I'd had a big coat because it started out cold, but then at the end of the day, I'm like taking off my jacket. I'm like, what is
Uh-huh.
going on with the weather? It just has
Yeah,
different variations. Would be the
you
best
got
way
to
to
be
put it.
prepared
Gotcha.
for anything.
Gotcha. Okay,
Got to be
cool.
prepared for
All
anything,
right, kick us off,
and
Jonathan.
everything for sure. Yeah. So I mean, I want to get you on, Dr. Tiff, because I mean, I've like I've seen some of your story and had the
Mhm.
opportunity to be able to connect with you, but just with the work that you do, like let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So, Dr. Tiff, with your journey into physical therapy, and I know you decided to get into this after your injury that took place, your career-ending injury. Like, can you just
Mhm.
take us back to the moment to where how it led to this being your particular calling in this season?
Absolutely. So I played basketball ever since I was 6 years old. I had a injury in my second game of my senior season in high school. I dislocated my shoulder. I was diving on the floor for a ball, and I
Man,
just I happened to do that at least 10 more times and
Mm.
did not have surgery. Looking back, I needed to, but I just didn't have anyone telling me, "Hey, sit down, go have surgery." So I played in college, had my surgery right before, and then about 2 years into my college career, I had a one of my teammates tripped me accidentally while going up for a layup, another shoulder dislocation. So I had
damn.
a second surgery, and at that point, my doctor is like, okay, it's time. I don't think you should continue playing. And so that's really how I got into physical therapy because my rehab, I wouldn't say it was the best. And
Mhm.
so I wanted to just make a difference and give it back to these athletes who may not have someone in their corner.
Mm. Nice.
Man.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, because going through that, like going through that experience, I know with an injury and everything like that, like it messes with you mentally, right? And then especially if you don't have, to your
Mhm.
point, if you don't have like if you don't have a good doctor in your corner, then going through that process, it can be even more tough and more jarring than like it actually needs to be.
So when you said that your rehab wasn't good, is it because was it like through your school? I mean, I guess it's not through your school. I guess it's just like your outside therapy wasn't as good as it should have been. So is that why it happened again or
The second time it happened, it was more traumatic. So
gotcha.
I wouldn't say that
Mm,
that was the rehab. I would say the first time, though, it was just at your general outpatient clinic,
mm,
and
Yeah,
which they don't really return you to sport. It's more
gotcha.
so, can you lift your arm? Can you do all the things that you need to do from a day to
Uh,
day? And
uh-huh.
so it's a lot different. And plus that was 2012, 13. So
No,
we've come a
yeah.
long
Okay.
way in what research and all of those things offer us. So
Mm-hmm.
it just it time wrong place, wrong time.
Gotcha. Because
Man.
I just went through physical therapy because I was in an accident at the beginning of the year, and
Mhm.
like all of the things that I was doing, I was like, does this even make sense for me to do? Because I had my lower back was hurting, and then like once I got out of physical therapy, I was like, wow, this actually worked. Because it used to be like little like minor things, like okay,
Mhm,
you're gonna do you're gonna lift your hip and go like this,
mhm.
and I'm like,
Uh,
I don't think this is really helping my back because. I don't know, but it does. It does help. It does
It
help
does.
because the little exercises, Jonathan. Have you ever done physical therapy, Jonathan?
yeah, the physical therapy. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you know those exercises, you're like,
Some of them it
this is
seems
the
silly.
most minute little bitty thing. Or like
Mhm.
the nerve glides that I had to do and like lift my head and go like this and do that. And I'm like, does that really help my nerve? But they know what they're doing. So kudos
Absolutely.
to you for going into the field that, I guess that didn't actually heal you, but you went into the field and now you're healing others. So kudos to you. That's great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's phenomenal. Well, I want to. So, Dr. Tiff, I want to hear a little bit more about the athlete experience that you
Mm.
Mhm.
founded, and what was the push to where that you saw that something was missing
Mm.
from traditional rehab, or even like the recovery space that you felt really called to fix.
So actually, it was a another injury that I had 2 years into my career. I
We need to
had
keep a
a
tally. Sorry, go ahead.
I had a traumatic brain injury. I fainted doing hot yoga,
Dang.
and yeah, so it was a whole
Please
thing.
explain because my cousin just did
Yeah.
hot yoga yesterday and I did hot yoga like 4 months ago. So what happened?
It wasn't the yoga. It
Gotcha.
was my fault.
Gotcha.
Um, I
Okay.
didn't eat a whole lot prior to my session. I typically was doing night sessions, but I ended up doing a morning session, and I wasn't a big breakfast eater at the time. And so I
Mm,
just had a couple blackberries that morning. I'm in my class, probably
mm,
about 30 minutes in, and I started to feel a little off. I
mhm.
was like, something's not right. I need to sit down, but I didn't. It was in the back of my mind. I was like, keep going, you got this.
Right.
They
Mm.
always tell us keep pushing, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah,
And
the athlete
so,
mindset. Hmm.
and so I got to the point where like I started getting dizzy, and so I walked out of the class. And that's the number one thing that they tell you is do not walk out of the class if you start to feel bad. Just sit on your mat. And so,
Mm.
but I was like, I don't know this instructor. I don't want to be embarrassed. Let me go outside.
Right.
So I walked outside, went to go sit on the bench, and I was like, oh, this is a little high. I need to get down lower. And so when I stood up to move, I fainted. Um, Ended up with like 13, 14 stitches,
Dang.
and a year and a half, 2 years, really 3 years of recovery at this point. And so
Wow.
throughout that process, I had a whole team of people,
Mhm.
like 6 or 7 people trying to rehab me and get me back to normal. And
Mhm.
I just saw gaps when it came to the athlete because I got to a point where I was better, like I could
Mhm.
function and do my day to day, but I
Mhm.
Hmm.
couldn't really play sports again. And they were like, "Yeah, you're good." And if you haven't been an athlete, you don't know what it takes to really get back. And
Right.
so
Hmm.
that's where I was able to see all of the gaps because our healthcare system isn't set up for the athlete.
Mm.
I don't know if y'all know, but a lot of times when you go to physical therapy, just the general outpatient orthopedic clinic,
Mhm.
they're going to make sure that you're able to do your day to day tasks like, oh, I can walk up and down the stairs, I can squat, I can do all of those things. But once it gets anything beyond that, a lot of times they're kicking people out the door.
Totally understand. I went through that. Mhm.
Oh
Mhm.
my
So
goodness.
that's where I was like, okay, we definitely need more. Or you're in these clinics where you're getting treated by a physical therapist, but you got students helping out, and
Mhm.
you're not getting that one-on-one care that you need. And so definitely, people things are missed when you have those gaps in treatment.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, oh man, you said something. Um okay, so no, that's what I was gonna say. So I'm a fainter. I've fainted a couple times in my life, And it is very like, oh, okay, I'm fine. Cause I've done that before. Like it's been super hot outside. I went to school in Miami and I was
So
just
did I.
outside. I was walking, girl, I was walking around, just walking. And then just like you, I didn't have anything that morning. You know, your athlete mindset, like, oh, I'm fine, you know, just some water and keep it going. Or maybe I don't need water, whatever. And then went to the store, Dr. Tiffany, fainted at the store. Yeah, fainted
Oh,
at the store
man.
right on the back of my head too. And you know, when you faint, you know, they say you're so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, oh my gosh. Like I was with someone at the time and it was like they turned around and they were just like, "What? Why, how could you faint?" I was like, "I guess I just
You don't have control over that.
you don't have control. Your knees just locked, Jonathan, and you out."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh,
Mhm.
no.
Mhm. Yeah, it
It's,
is it is
oh my
probably
God.
it's not a good experience to have. So, you doing that on concrete, I feel you cuz I was at like, you know, just a it was concrete underneath tile.
Ooh.
So, I totally understand. I totally understand. But go ahead,
Yeah,
Jonathan.
got it.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I want to go back to something that Dr. Tiffany said. So when you're talking about like typical outpatient and like them doing that rehab, so for you, is this the part to where it separates the work that you do when it's like performance physical therapy to like not just help them to
Regular
get
physical
to yeah
therapy.
to get to what they need to be
Mhm.
functional, but to like elevate to an elite level?
Correct. Yes, and it just stems from like when people think about physical therapy, they're thinking, "Oh, I have to have an injury to come," and
Mm.
I like I hate that
Mm.
that it's known as that because a lot of times like people can level up if they want to come to me before they have that injury, and we can sometimes like reduce the risk. Like we can't say, oh, you're never going to have an injury, but there are a lot of things that we can do to mitigate
Mm.
that risk. So
Mhm.
Hmm.
I love the performance side where I'm able to tap into an athlete and get them a lot better than they ever would have been. Because a lot of people just think, oh, I got to have an ankle sprain or whatever to come in, but you
Mhm.
really don't. Like, there are so many things that we can dive into that you've never been taught to have you go to that next level.
Understood. Understood. And you only work with athletes.
No, so
Ah, okay.
I my slogan is building lifelong athletes. So my motto is if you want to move
Mhm.
and you want to run your 5K or whatever that looks like, I'm here
Mm.
for it.
Got
uh,
it. That's nice.
Fair
That's
enough.
nice that you don't just work with athletes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's real good.
Some
So
people, yeah, some people close themselves off. But go ahead, John.
but yeah, I was about to say want to take a slight pivot because I heard what you were just saying. Uh, I just lost it, Dr. Tiff. But what I wanted to ask you is because like how you were. Well, let me just ask the question just like this.
Mm-hmm.
So your approach ultimately is holistic and like it's more so personalized. Like so, what does it look like when it comes to the well? Hold on, wait. Let me go right here. Let me go. Britt, I be getting ahead of myself. Be getting ahead
I
of myself.
know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay. I used to have a stutter, Dr. Tiff, so sometimes the
It's
words
all good.
get ahead of me. Okay, so let me ask you this then. So with you working with everybody, you said not just athletes, but people who just want to move. What would you say is one myth that people have typically have about recovery or performance that you just wish more people understood?
That it's quick.
Hmm.
It sometimes it can be, but it's a grind. Like it's something that you
Mm,
have to stay locked in on and really commit to making a change. And I think a lot of times that's hard for a lot of people to do, just because they're used to going about your daily routine. And it's like, I don't really want to make changes to this. So when you're asking somebody to meet you somewhere that they're not ready to do,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard. And so I think for me, it's just making sure up front I let them know like this is a commitment that you're going to make, and it can serve you through the rest of your life. And if you're ready to tap into that, I'm here and willing to help you get through it.
Yeah, because my physical therapy, oh my gosh. First, it was like First it was like six weeks, and then I was like, oh, okay, I'm done with this. And then she was like, okay, well, we're gonna tell your caseworker that we're gonna do 8 more weeks. And I was like, what?
What?
I was like,
Mm.
wait a minute. And I was like, I'm fine. And she's like, okay. And then the 8 weeks went out, Dr. Tiffany, and it was like, all right, let's do 6 more weeks. And I was like, how is this happening? Because you feel. I'm like, I feel okay, and then
Mhm.
Feel
it's
better,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, and then it's
Mhm.
crazy that like I go throughout work and throughout my day, and then I feel the pain, and then it's like,
Uh-huh.
oh, well, maybe clearly she knows
Right.
better than me. So it's like, okay, well, I guess it's extra 6, 8 weeks. I guess that matters. So yeah, yeah.
It
Because
does.
I
It's,
go ahead.
a lot of people will think just because I'm pain free, now I'm good, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just the first step in us calming things down. That so think of it like a marathon. Like you're only a third of the way in if you've only stayed in physical therapy by the time like your pain is done. And
Mm,
that's typically
Mhm.
where a lot of your general outpatient orthopedic clinics will discharge you at that point if
mm,
they aren't familiar with like a return to sport progression or things like that. So what you want to think about is I still got to build strength. I still got
Mhm.
to get back into my normal activities. So we
mm,
have these things called tissue healing times. And so let's say you tear a ligament or something or like that, and that tissue is going to take at least 12 weeks to sometimes 2 years to heal itself, depending on the severity of it. And so if you stop your PT at 6 weeks, you didn't give your body time to adapt.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Wow. Wow. Makes sense. Makes sense. Because she just
Man.
kept saying, we're going to go back and get more and get more and get more. So
That's a great
definitely makes
PT
sense.
right there.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? I switched, Dr. Tiffany. So I was at, just like your regular decular that goes with your work and then with your job. And then I moved over. My caseworker moved me over. And I loved them at where I switched out at Peak Physical Therapy, and they were great. They were really
That's
great.
awesome.
So shout out to them. Yeah,
Get some of that
yeah.
performance PT. That performance PT. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I lift weights, and she had me doing abs, and I was like, man, I feel like
Oh,
I'm at the gym a little
training
bit,
camp.
but
Training
yeah, I was
camp.
like,
Off
now I'm
season. Let's
training.
go.
I
You
was like,
should.
man, but
That's
she's
what
like,
that's what you want PT to feel like. You want to feel like you're at a gym. I have so many people coming in and say,
Mm.
"Oh, I'm sweating today." I'm like, "You're gonna be sweating a lot of days because this is a workout."
wow, because what you just said, this is a workout. Because I was like, oh, we don't need to do much. Even though I would wear my athletic clothes just because the athlete in me, and I'm like, okay, there's gonna be stuff to do. But no, Jonathan. I mean, I had the resistance band
Man.
around my ankles, and she had me doing
Mm.
defensive slides. That's
Get
what it was
right.
like, doing the cones. And I was like,
Get right.
oh my gosh. And she's like, Britt, you got 5. And then down and back, Jonathan, down and back was 1.
That
So
is one.
Down and
That is
back is
one.
yeah,
one.
down and back is 1. And so I was like, man. And when you're in the physical therapy office, really quick before we go to break, they they have me as a patient, and then they might have Jonathan as a patient, and then they have someone else. And Jonathan, I tell you, they can keep track of all those people. And
I
I
don't know how
just
they do
want
it either.
I don't know
I
how
don't
they
know
do
how I
that,
don't
because I'll
know
be
how
like,
they do it.
okay, I'm done. And then they might be looking at someone else off their peripheral, or someone over here
Mm-mm.
is getting. I'm like, I don't even know how y'all keep up. I know they have the little paper, the exercises on it, but still, I'm like,
Locked
how
in.
do you prevent people from not cheating? I never cheated, but I've always wondered. I've
We
always
always
wondered.
watching.
Yes, y'all are
Always
always
watching.
watching, always watching. So love
Oh
the
my goodness.
profession. But Jonathan, take us to break.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. As you know, as PTs are always watching, we hope that y'all are always watching. We're about to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more Speaker Success in the Morning with Dr. Tiffany. Are you a new or budding entrepreneur looking to set your business up for success? Profit Mode is here to help you navigate your entrepreneurial journey with expert education and services. From tax planning and bookkeeping to selecting the right business structure, Profit Mode has you covered. They'll even educate you on how to properly set up your business for building credit so you can grow with confidence. Profit Mode's mission is to provide you with the tools and guidance you need to establish a solid foundation for your business. Whether you're just getting started or you're ready to take the next step, we're here to support your goals. Let Profit Mode help you turn that entrepreneurial dream into a reality. with the knowledge and services to back it up. Your success starts with the right foundation. Contact Profit Mode today to get started. All right, family. Welcome back to Speak Your Success in the Morning, man. We're having a great conversation. We're learning this morning. We're learning, man. And this is good. And I really like this opportunity because I know all three of us are athletes, former athletes, everything like that. So, we were able to have that community and have this chat that I think a lot of other athletes miss when their time is done with the sport. So, Dr. Tiff, thanks for, taking the time to join us this morning and be rocking with us this morning. Really be rolling. Yeah. So with it being Monday Momentum, Dr. Tiff, I want to ask you this: like, if you could speak to every athlete out there, going through that process and trying to bounce back from an injury right now, like, what would be one message that you would leave them with?
Oh, reach out for help. So many of us just try to battle it alone and realize that we don't have to. There's so many people out here who want to help us, who want to pour into us. And so I think if we have that support system, it allows you to get through it a lot better.
I agree. A good support system will get you very far.
Man, but then the other part is, like, so often there's people that are ready and willing to help and wanting to help, but if we never let them know, then they'll be just going on with their life and maybe just sharing their own struggle, and it's like, hey, but what about me? You didn't say nothing. I couldn't help you out. You didn't say nothing. You didn't tell me what you needed.
Closed mouths don't get fed. Yeah.
Or they told someone and then they maybe didn't get the result that they were looking for, and so you close off. But I want, like, one of the biggest things for me is I've been in a lot of different types of therapies. For example, like our mental health therapies, you're probably not going to find a good one the first 1, 2, 3, 4 times. But I urge you to keep trying, because when you do find that person, you're going to make leaps and bounds, and it doesn't matter that those first 5 didn't work out.
Gotcha.
For sure.
That's a good point to go by. Yeah.
And then I mean, with you, Dr. Tiff, I just like what you shared with us about going through the opportunity of multiple injuries and bouncing back. Like what has been on the other side of the injury really taught you about, like, grace and resilience as a patient and as a doctor?
Giving yourself grace. Sometimes I still struggle with that. That athlete is still in me, because I'm very hard on myself, and as I think we all are. And I just think it's important for us to remember, like, we remember where we've come from, and remember, like, that's part of the reason I got into my creative journey, because I started to document all of these different things, and I'm like, I look back at these videos, I'm like, wow. There were days where I could not get out of bed after my TBI, and now look at me. I'm going to work every day and not having to take naps in the middle of the day, that kind of thing, just to get through my day. So I think it's important to understand that the body is also meant to heal. It takes time.
Understand.
Grace.
Yeah, it all takes time.
Man, Britt, give yourself some grace over there, man. Give yourself some grace, Britt.
I know, I'm so hard on myself. It's crazy.
I think that's I think that's one of those challenges, just with like what Dr. Tiff said. Like, when you've seen your body at, like, peak elite performance, and then some time passes, because this happened to me, Dr. Tiff. This happened to me last week. I went out and dunked the ball, and I'm still feeling it in my knees now. I'm like,
you gotta come see me. You gotta come see me.
Right. Trust
I'm like,
he really
what
does,
in the
'cause
world
that was
is going on?
hilarious.
I put it down. Hey, first, I put it down though.
Hey, second
I'm
time's
just
a
saying.
charm.
Hey,
Second time.
no, the first time whoa. So the people know out there, the first time I put it down, I just didn't grab the ring.
Okay. But
Did you
Anyway,
warm up?
no.
Did you warm up?
Of course, I took some warm up shots.
Oh, and you see, that's where you went wrong. Okay, got it.
And I was regretting it after. Anyway, let's move on. Let's get this off of me. Okay. So look, Doc Tiff, we would like to have a little fun on the show,
Okay.
and with all our guests that come through, do like a little rapid fire segment, just to lighten up a little bit, loosen up a little bit. So, Dr. Tiff, are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready. I stay ready.
All right. And just say the first one that comes to mind. You don't got to think about it. Don't process. Just move.
Yep. Rapid
Okay.
fire.
All right. Here we go. Kinesiology or ice bath?
Kinesiology tape.
Okay. What's one song that gets you into performance mode?
Anything Kendrick.
Oh, okay. Talk to me nice. Talk
Lyrical.
to me nice.
Okay, I like it.
Okay. So if your camera could only capture one emotion during an athlete's comeback, what would it be?
The joy.
Mm, I like it. I like it. I like it. 3 words that define how you show up for your clients.
Hmm. That's a hard one. I
One
would
word.
say
Oh,
one
okay.
word. Yeah,
Okay,
one
there
word.
you
Give
go.
me
One word.
one word. One word. One
Okay,
word.
one,
One
one, one,
word.
one, one word, one word, one
One
word,
word.
one word.
Just committed.
Okay. Nice.
Mm, there we
Got it.
go.
Mhm.
There we go. Well, Dr. Tiff, thanks so much for stopping by this morning. And y'all, you gotta tap in with Dr. Tiff as she has her Instagram handle right there. But also, you want to tap in with the athlete's experience as well on Instagram, because there, you're gonna learn more about injury prevention, recovery, and performance. But Dr. Tiff gives so much game on her Instagram and on platform. So y'all definitely tap in. And Dr. Tiff, thank you for rocking with us this morning on Speaker
Thank
Success.
you.
Of
Thank you
course.
so
Thank y'all for
much.
having me.
Yes, this is great.
Most definitely, most definitely. And family, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Then we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap this thing up and land this plane. We'll be right back with more Speaker Success in the morning. Looking for an exciting workout that's not only fun but makes you feel alive? It's time to step up your fitness. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese, that's your answer. This isn't your typical workout. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese is an energizing step workout that combines simple moves with fresh beats, both old and new, creating an atmosphere that makes fitness exciting. With a focus on all elements of fitness, cardio, muscular conditioning, flexibility, and balance, you're guaranteed to burn calories and get addicted to the energy. Extreme becomes your safe space, which is a welcome environment where everyone is accepted. It's where you can let go of those worries of the world and focus on getting healthy. Ready to get energized? Join Extreme Hip Hop with Treese today. What's going on, family? Welcome back to Speak Your Success in the Morning, your favorite morning show, the number one morning show. We gotta get it, gotta go.
Oh,
We
really?
want some more. We want some more.
Great
Oh
talk. Great talk.
man, yeah.
I should have asked Dr.
Huh?
Tiffany about the kinesiology tape because I used to have to wear that,
Dang, I should have.
and
I should have
I
asked her.
wanted to be like, what is the science behind the tape?
How does it work?
How does
Why
that
does
tape
it work?
work?
Talk to us about it. Well, we have to. We'll get with her. We'll ask
Like,
her. We'll
how
talk to her
does that
sometime or
tape
something.
work? How does that tape? Oh, wait a minute. She's still here. I'm gonna ask her. Hey,
Oh,
Dr.
Dr. Tim
Tiffany.
hanging with us.
Hey,
Yeah. Ask her, Britt.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, we're doing
always
the
ready
fun.
when
Now
you're
we're doing the fun.
ready.
How does
When
that
you're ready,
tape
okay.
work, Dr. Tiffany? How does it work? Because I used to have to wear it on I think my shoulder. Yeah, my shoulder. What does it do? Where's the science in the tape?
In short, it provides you some stability. So when you're on your way back from an injury, remember I was talking about how we have to build like the control, the strength. So that tape's just going to add a little extra support for you until you get your. So it's not meant to be permanent. It's meant to be a little like step in your plan so that you can get back.
Gotcha. So
100%.
because I saw someone do it with the knee.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they put it on both sides, and then they here, and I'm like, and then and then when you get up, you can like barely walk sometimes. But I guess that's getting used to it. I have no idea. I don't know. I know that I had restrained when I had it on my shoulder, and then you get used to it, and you get used to it because you keep getting it, and you keep getting it. But I don't know, Jonathan, where'd you have it at when you had it?
Well, so no, my mom was a big fan of it. Like my mom would always
Oh,
put it on. She'd be like, I can't explain it, but I just know that it works really well. And my mom was like, it's supposed to help blood flow. I don't know if she knew what she was talking about or not, Dr. Tiff, but she thought she did. But
gotcha.
yeah, she swears by that tape.
Yeah,
Swears
Wow.
by that tape.
it can definitely provide a change for sure. And the thing
Very good.
will know if it's working or not is that when you get off the table, you are supposed to feel an immediate difference. If you don't, it's probably not going to be helpful. We need to tap into
Oh,
another intervention. Yeah.
Another
mm,
intervention. That's funny.
wow.
Okay, so Jonathan,
Yeah.
I got some really I got a funny story. I got a funny one. Well, my first one is that Uno is coming to the
I was
casino.
gonna send it
And
to you too.
I seen it before you even sent it over because I was like, oh, this is perfect. this is perfect because now I can go to the casino now because I can play some Uno. Okay, because I was never going. I was never going if I don't gamble, I don't do the blackjack, I don't do
Mm.
anything. I'm in there just walking around having a good time. That's about it. That's as far as you'll see me when it comes to that. But with that being said, so it says right here, the Uno social clubs launch in Las Vegas, bringing the iconic game to casinos nationwide. So it was announced,
Hmm.
obviously, in July 2025. The luxury
Okay.
suite is part of the national campaign aimed at turning casual game nights into immersive social and gaming events. So this is so cool.
Nice.
So
That's it.
you have the Palms Uno theme suite featured yeah, I know, right? Features a bold card inspired decor, private game tables,
Hmm.
exclusive Uno editions. I think that's where I need to
Hmm.
be because I play Uno by the instructions. Okay, there's no stacking over here. We don't do doubles over
That's
here.
controversial talk over
We
there. That's
play. I
controversial
play. I
talk.
play the way you read the instructions. That's how I play. That's how I play.
That's
I
by
think
the book.
the only rule I don't play by is like when somebody pulls a draw four on you, you
Uh-huh.
can challenge the draw. You
Oh, so
can
I can match.
challenge.
So I can match it with a draw with another draw
No,
four.
that's matching. Um challenge means like if there's a okay, we on red, right? And then
Okay,
you
we on
say
red.
in your mind, you like, oh, I don't have no red, but you really do have red, and you put the draw four out because I don't know, I might have Uno, boom,
Um,
red. And then you say, boom, draw four. I can challenge you and say, do you really have a red in your card in your deck? And if you really have that red, then you got to draw four.
hold on, wait a minute, wait a minute. So if
See,
you're trying to tell me if I have to play the red, I can't play the draw four. You can
right?
play the draw four. No, you can
Okay,
play a draw
okay,
four,
but
even
you
if you
can challenge though. That's what I'm saying. You can
is
challenge.
that a
It's a
new
whole
rule?
different show. We don't have time for this. But I'm just
Uh,
saying. I'm just saying you need to read the instructions. Go on the website
oh,
and look at
oh
the
my God.
Uno. Look at the Uno instructions. But
Uno got
yeah,
the instructions wrong.
with the exclude Uno got the instructions wrong. I remember all that happening on Twitter, by the way. The Uno was
Whole
like,
uproar.
we never said that. And we never
Whole
said this,
uproar.
and we never said that. So that's funny.
Uno lost the
Um,
black community on that one.
so you got Uno. So there's new titles of Uno. So that
Mm-hmm.
includes Uno Golf, which is a
Mm.
twist where players try to lower their scores by clearing high value cards
Nice.
strategically. Now that I feel like they got that from Phase 10. If you've ever played Phase 10 before, the objective of the game is to have the lowest score. Now, Phase 10
Mm.
was also made by the person who created Uno. So I call Phase 10 kind of like
Wow.
Uno's kind of bougie cousin because it takes
Interesting.
time. You really have to be
Phase
into it.
10. I'm not reading it. I'm out after the instructions. But nah, Uno Golf, they probably got it from golf because in golf you want to get the negative, you want to get the high negative score.
Oh.
So
Oh,
yeah,
well, I'm
that's
just thinking about
golf.
those. Okay. And then you got
Yeah,
Uno
yeah, yeah.
teams, including team players requiring both players to empty their hands to both win. Okay. So
Ooh,
that's
teamwork make the dream
nice. Yeah,
work.
teamwork.
Oh my
And then
goodness.
you got Uno Show No Mercy, an intense, okay, here you go. An intense version featuring punishing new rules and
Hmm.
stacked penalties. So that's probably, yeah.
I got Uno No Mercy over here at the crib.
Yeah, I
They
ain't
was
doing that.
sold out. They was trying to sell Uno No Mercy for like $40. But then when Gabby got it, she got like 3 of them. Yeah. We got Uno No Mercy over here at the
So
crib.
y'all paid $120 for three?
No, we did not. We got it
Oh,
at the
I
regular
was like,
price when she eventually found it
oh,
somewhere else.
okay.
Uno No Mercy though is at the crib. We got it. Just know.
So what is Uno No Mercy? I don't even like playing games like that,
Well,
to be honest.
one of the new features of Uno No Mercy is you can switch hands with people. So you can be
Oh,
about
you
to
can do that. You can do that in
okay,
Uno.
so there's that.
Give me something else.
Then it's like a draw 10.
I'm
Then
out. I'm not playing
yeah,
no more.
draw 10. You can say I would be so mad. I'm about to Uno out. You hit me with a draw 10. What?
Yeah.
we not friends no more. Like this is crazy.
Yeah. Might come across the
What you
table
trying to
on that
do?
one. Might come across the
Yeah,
table on that. That
I
just
can't
ain't right.
imagine playing Uno no like I play regular Uno at game nights, but Uno no mercy at a game night, people gonna lose some family members, some fingers, all that. They gonna lose
Some
it all.
fingers.
Yeah, some
That's
teeth,
funny.
all that. Mm-hmm.
Another one, I mean, this is not in the casino, but they should consider it, is Skip-Bo. Have you played Skip-Bo?
I've never seen it. I mean, I've never
What?
heard of it. I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've never played it.
What
I've
are
never
you
played it.
saying?
I've never played Skip Bo, but I've heard of it and I've seen it. I've never played it though. Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay,
yeah,
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 really
yeah.
good game. Really good game. That's a good one too.
Brett, you got to talk about it. Break it down. Just give us a high
Okay,
level view what Skip Bo is. Everybody don't know.
okay, so you have you have a whole bunch of cards, first of all, and then you deal them out. You deal about 20, you get 25 each player. And then that's your deck. So you put that deck to the side, and
Okay.
then you have your deck that you draw from in the middle, and then only can have 4 piles. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then
Hmm.
those piles have to start from 1 all the way to 12. And whoever gets whoever empties their deck on the side first, that's who wins. And it gets intense because you can lock the game up. You know, if you're there's skip bow like wilds, and you can use those. So yeah, I love
Skip
skip
Bo.
bow. Yeah.
Skip Bo.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to bring games back on the show. We're gonna need to bring some games back on the show.
Hey, that'd
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool. Yeah,
Have
for
you
sure.
have you played
What you
Rummy
got?
Cube before?
What?
Rummy Cube.
GameCube.
No. Sega Genesis, Dreamcast. No, it's called Remy Cube. So
Mm.
you have these pieces to it almost looks like a domino, but on one side, it has one number and one color. So you got probably like 5 different colors.
Mm.
And then the goal is that you have to make it equal a certain number. And you're putting the pieces out and they're connecting.
Mm-hmm.
But of course you got to be the first person to get rid of all your pieces. It
Mm.
make sure you sharp with math,
Mm-hmm.
and you gotta be able to make the colors and the numbers make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Remy Cube, it takes a little time,
Mm.
but Remy Cube is good. Remy Cube is a good game.
Mhm.
It's a good game.
Priscilla, she has this game. It's called Hues of Cues. Have you seen that one?
Hues of Cues.
Hues of
Hmm.
yeah. So
Okay.
say if it's like, how I look like I'm two different greens right now. But
Hmm.
this green, I'm trying to think. I don't know any companies that are this green. Okay, but okay, say if there was like a blue, so like a Maverick blue, and
Okay.
then there's also like I don't know, another company that has blue. I have no idea.
Aqua Blue.
Aqua blue. Aqua
Yeah.
oh, no, you just Aquaforum. Not
Okay.
Aquaforum. Aquafina. Aquafina. Okay, Aquafina. So you see the color, okay,
Uh-huh.
and like you have to stay within this range or whatever, and then you say you like it's my turn, and you have to guess, and you
Okay.
say, and I say Maverick,
And I have
and
to guess
so
blue.
and you have to guess which blue that's on my card. Because
Mm.
it's this board full of colors, full of like hues,
Oh
and
my
it's
goodness.
like when she explained it, I was like, Priscilla, this is gonna take forever, but it is so fun. It is so fun. Like I definitely have to
I
add
believe
that
it.
one to my game night because
Yeah.
yeah. I was like,
I
I
mean,
like that. I like that.
with the price of everything rising, I mean, we got all the games over here. With the price of everything rising, people ain't gonna be doing too much for much longer. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, you might go
you
to
are
the.
gonna be playing some games. I'll tell you
Well,
that
yeah,
you
that's
are
what's about
gonna
to
be
be
playing some games.
happening. People
Yeah.
about to get back to it. About to be
Mhm.
playing games. About to be making food
Mhm.
at home. S-
Mhm.
Hey,
And that
it's
was
getting crazy
another
out here.
thing, Jonathan. I was thinking, I was like, what is something that I can like stop buying? And I
Mm,
think,
man.
butter for once.
Oh, okay.
I need to get back on my make butter. And then,
Mm.
because you know how to make butter, right?
Miss Buttersworth. I mean, I've heard the process. I don't remember it, like, because I don't make my own butter.
Okay, so
But
it's just you buy you a thing of heavy whipping cream, okay? And if you have a mixer, right? If you have a mixer, or I use my Ninja,
okay,
or a food processor, you put that in there, and then you just leave it alone, and then when you come back, depending on the type of blade that you have in there, about 15-20 minutes, you got butter. And then when you take the butter out, you clean it in cold water. Get you like a little cheesecloth, like to squeeze all the all the milk out. And
You clean it.
and yeah, you have to clean it because you don't want there's milk inside. So there's milk in the heavy whipping cream is inside. So it's you have to get the rest of that out. So you kind of just literally, it's so hard. Like by the time you get it, it's butter. It's yellow and it's
Hmm.
butter. And so like when you're cleaning it with the cold water, and then get your cheesecloth, like I said, and then squeeze it all out till till the water is clear, and then that's it. And then you got butter, man. And then on top of that, you
Hmm.
got buttermilk, okay, that you can put in your pancakes, fry your chicken, put in your biscuits, buttermilk, and
Oh,
it's
that's the way
so
grandmama used to do it. Buttermilk. You
that's
soak that chicken in that
exactly.
buttermilk with them
We need to
seasoning.
be like grandma. That's what we need to
Oh,
do.
full circle shouty. Going round and
Hmm.
round. Round and
And
round we go.
then I'm gonna get remember Scott that used to work at the job. I'm gonna get my Scott on. I'll make my seasonings because my ninja can dehydrate.
Mm.
So I can
See, and
dehydrate
that's
garlic.
and
I
that and
can
that's another
dehydrate
thing.
onion. Go ahead.
And that's another thing though. We have we got all this technology, but we don't use none of it to its full capacity, which is crazy. Yeah,
That ninja do
I got a
14 and
Ninja,
one.
but I
Uh-huh.
only use the Ninja to blend. I only use the
Exactly.
Ninja to make a smoothie. But you could be making your sausage, you could be making your butter,
Mm-hmm.
it's all this stuff, man. But
Yeah.
I
You
think,
know why you can't do it? Because it takes so much time. I mean, like, obviously, when you dehydrate,
yeah,
all you have to do is literally just put it in there and leave it because it takes, I think it's like 14 hours. But I mean, it's
man,
not like you have to watch it. You just need to literally prep it and put it in there and then go. But have
14
I done that
hours.
yet? No, I haven't.
14 hours is some time. But yeah, I mean, I think that's and this is a whole nother episode, but I think that's
Hmm.
the place where we are to where it's, do I want to spend the time to learn
Hmm.
something and then do something? Or do I just, or do I not feel like having energy and being lazy and just going and getting it?
Right.
Period.
Right.
Like, cause you can whittle that down to, do I feel like cooking dinner tonight? I'm about to go to Louisiana fried chicken.
Hey,
Go
got
get
that
this
good
fried
seasoning, put
bird.
some hot sauce on it, and
Get
yeah.
this fried bird.
Yeah, and
So yeah,
Carrie said they got good fried rice there too.
I didn't get it, but we got that chicken 2 nights.
I mean, I know you didn't get the fried rice, but I mean that chicken is good, but the fried rice is also good too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
But
believe. Well, fun fact,
wha-
because we went in there and there wasn't us in there. So
you said,
if
"Oh
it,
nah, Louisiana
yeah.
fried
So
chicken
if
is for
you,
everybody." Okay. I
that's what
mean,
I'm
any
saying
fried
though.
chicken place, white people
But
love our fried chicken, of course.
no, but I'm
Oh,
saying
you talk
though.
about the
So yeah,
chefs?
I don't know who was the chef. I know who was at the register. It was my
Oh
Asian sister.
yeah, the Asian
So
people. Yeah,
yeah, so
that's their
they cooking
spot.
they fried rice. They cooking they
Yes,
fried rice,
yes,
getting
yes.
it in.
And like
So
I said, they ain't even from Louisiana. They from California. So I don't really understand that.
oh man,
Cause yeah, I never understood
oh
that.
my
But
goodness,
yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah,
wild life we live in.
that chicken good. But you know who taught the Asian people how to fry the chicken?
Who, Dr. Umar? Who taught him?
That was us. We taught the Asian people how to fry chicken. Okay.
So is it our fault that we didn't sell them the recipe and we just taught them? Is that our
What you
fault?
mean? We got fried chicken places everywhere in Dallas that are black
I
owned. I'm
know,
just
but
saying. You
did
said
we
the
just
chicken
did
is
we
so
teach them?
good.
Did
I
we teach them for
don't
free?
know.
We
Were
taught
we
them for
even
free,
considered
Britt. Are we
people?
charging?
We were barely considered people back then.
Three
What
fifths
are
of
you
a
talking
person
about?
is crazy.
Exactly.
You're
So
3/5 of a person? Oh,
that's
how
a
can you
whole
say
nother
that out your
episode.
mouth?
But I'm
How can you say that out your
just
mouth and feel
saying. I'm just saying. And they said
crazy?
that one time somebody said that on a cooking show. They were doing Iron Chef and they were like, and somebody was like, yes, because it's in the Asian culture, they fry chicken. And then the food science, one of the judge, he was like, which they got from the African Americans in the one of the wars. And I was like, that is hilarious. So
Hey
yeah, yeah,
man,
yeah. Yeah, you gotta give us our
straighten them out.
props. Gotta give us our
Got
props. We out
got to
here
straighten
teaching
them out.
everybody how to cook. Okay. I hear teaching everybody. Did you ever watch that High on the Hog on Netflix?
High in the
High on
hog.
the Hog.
No, what's that? High on the
That's when
hog.
he goes around and he talks about the soul food and the origin of the food and where it came from and all the slaves stuff that used to happen
Huh.
with our food and how we made something out of nothing, and that's a good one. I think it went all the way to season 2.
Damn.
High on the hog.
High
High
on the
on the
hog.
hog.
Okay. Didn't see that, but I did see that Killer Mike show where he said, okay, today I'm only gonna patron businesses that are black owned businesses. Then he went
What
to the
show
rib
is
spot.
that?
He said, are y'all getting are y'all getting where you getting your ribs from? Are you getting it from a black farm?
Mhm.
It was so hard for him because it was like, no, we don't get. He's like, okay, I can't do business with y'all today. He only was going to black owned businesses, like where it
That's
was all black
hard.
owned.
So
Yeah,
he just left. He didn't help them.
I mean, I'm sure he bought something, but the camera
No,
didn't get
I'm just
that.
saying like he didn't help them find a black farm.
Oh, he's not. That's not his industry. He a rapper and halfway a politician. But he like no, he not. He didn't help them find a farm. Is it his job to help them find a farm? They the ones in the food industry, not him. Well,
What if they
he is
don't
in the
know?
food. He is
Yeah,
in the food industry
exactly.
now. Yeah,
Yeah,
he got the
yeah,
seafood. I think him and Ti partnered up on that seafood restaurant.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
anyway, Killer. Hey, Killer Mike though. For the record, Killer Mike is in
I like
terms of
Killer Mike.
artists.
Mhm,
Killer Mike is on my top 5 in terms of artists that are relevant and
mhm.
also doing more with their influence than just music. He's very
Mm,
aware, very educated, very intellectual,
mhm.
and he got them Grammys. So let's get it, Killer Mike.
And he
Shout
got
out to
them
him.
grand. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shout out to him.
Shout out. Okay, well, I'm so excited to be off today. I'm about to put my what you, me, and Nisi we was talking about. I'm about to get my leftovers when it's lunchtime. I'm gonna rub my feet together and I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna watch all my TV shows because
That's
your girl
hilarious.
is off work today. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
gonna. I guess work on this book. Yeah, I'm gonna work on this book. Work on this book. See what other guests we got lined up. I've been reaching
Mhm.
out, man. Get some. I got a guy coming through.
Read a book or
This.
work? Are you writing a book? Oh,
I'm,
I know what
I'm
you're talking about. Yeah, yeah,
no, I'm
yeah.
writing.
Okay.
I'm writing another book. But
Yeah.
yeah. I got another guy. He's in the influencer space.
Mhm.
He's gonna be going to see about getting him on in August. He said he injured right now, so he down and out. But Britt, you gonna
Oh,
like
he
this
need to
guy.
go see Dr. Tiffany.
You gonna like. He
Okay.
actually is in Atlanta. Let me
Hey,
let me see how. Let me see what is it. Let me
you
see.
better hook him up with Dr. Tiff.
Recycle the black dollar.
There
Okay,
you go.
because it only stays in our community 6 hours.
There you go.
We got to
That's
keep it at least
crazy.
for 7,
That's
at least
crazy.
for 8.
I
At
mean,
least
at least for
let's get out. Let's
12.
get
At
out of
least
here,
for a
man.
day.
Let's.
All right. Okay. Give us a final word. I'm out. Bye.
Yeah,
Y'all have a
man.
great Monday. See y'all
Brr, brr,
tomorrow.
brr, 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 brr. Family, first of all, if you're not subscribed, you gotta subscribe. Gotta subscribe to the channel. Just go ahead, type in Speak Your Success in the morning, and you can Speak Your Success in the AM on YouTube, and you can find us and subscribe to the channel there so you don't miss an episode ever. Okay, ever, ever, ever. But the final word today.
Hey y'all, if you haven't seen, I put my podcast out with me and Marche. Sorry, I just yawned. The Two Shay podcast is out. Episode 1 is out. And episode 2 will be out shortly. And Jonathan, I talked to Marche
Mm-hmm.
yesterday for
Okay.
we were literally on the phone for an hour and a half. But
Good.
I talked to her for an hour and a half, and we are going to film in August. So super
Get
excited
that
because
content going.
get
Get
that
that
content
content
going. So the
going.
cousin podcast is
Hey,
back. Touche.
cousin podcast.
The Touche podcast. We're still reading. The Mountain is You. So
Uh-huh.
if you haven't chimed into the book, make sure you pick it up. Audio book, what have you, Brianna
Mm-hmm.
Weist, and we are on chapter 3 and 4. So check that out. Touche podcast on Instagram. The episode is up on YouTube under the Speaker Success platform network, and also you can catch some clips on TikTok. So yeah, I just had to say that because y'all, I know I told y'all a long time ago that I was gonna do it, and I finally did it because I had some
Mm,
exporting issues, and now I don't. So I'm good to go. So peace.
mm.
Have a good day.
There it is, y'all. Yeah, and definitely check out the podcast because I enjoy their show, and I told Britt I enjoy their show because you get to hear their perspectives, right? From two women with two different experiences. They are related, both of them extremely educated and really really dope and really accomplished in what they do in their respective fields. But y'all, you just get to hear some stuff that you don't typically get to hear, right? So like a fly on the wall type situation. So yeah, get in there. But family, the word of the day, the word of the day I want to leave you all with today is just like Dr. Tiffani said a little bit earlier, give yourself some grace. You might say you're going to start this fitness journey, then you might sit there and eat the whole thing of ice cream like I did the other day. Give yourself some grace. All right. You might say you're going to start jumping rope. You might jump rope one day, your knees start hurting. Give yourself some grace and then get back into it gradually. Because, family, check it out. You're not the same person you were 2 days ago. You're not the same person you were 2 years ago. Your body is different. Your mindset's different. You're at a different space, in a different place, in a different phase of your life. So give yourself some grace today. And then as you give yourself grace, remember, extend that grace to others. All right, family, I'm Jonathan Jones. This is Speaker Success in the Morning. That's producer Britt. Be sure to stay tapped in with the family. And remember, all right? Speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Why would you and why should you live any other